Hey, it's Jess. I need a bit more time this week to get the next full episode ready. So today, I'm sharing our first ever Extra Gems bonus segment with extra stories I loved from my conversation with Jin. We'll be back next Tuesday with a new guest. But until then, enjoy this bonus. This is Extra Gems, a bonus segment where I share additional scenes from our interviews that are too good to keep in the vault. Today, I'm sharing two pieces from my conversation with Jin. First, Jin takes us back to her childhood. Her mentor, Uncle George, took a group of kids to train at ping pong youth centers in Beijing. It's a glimpse into an elite sports world and what it was like for Jin to be in it. Here is Jin on training in China. You know, Uncle George and his project of picking kids up to hang out and play ping pong, when you started when you were in middle school and now decades later, ping pong's still a part of your life. That's so beautiful. Ping pong's part of your life and you learn all these things from it and, kind of these life lessons. I just think it's kind of incredible that he started doing that and just was so consistent and helped to make that happen for so many kids.
Yeah, he's such a gem. He expanded my world, I feel, in the sense that ping pong wise, it was kind of a vehicle to learn so many other things and to visit all these random places for tournaments. I think I forgot to mention also he even brought us to Beijing to train for 2 weeks.
Whoa. For a competition in China?
It wasn't even competition. It was just to train with the same, I don't know if it's camps. That sounds so weird. These training centers that were for youth in Beijing as well. These kids who were handpicked for their ping pong skills and then put into these centers to train from when they were 6 years old and barely able to see over the table. And then there
Wow.
I was this, I think I went when I was in 8th grade. So I was 13 and I was a 13-year-old barely playing as well as they were. So I'd be competing against 9-year-olds.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was really cool. So it was good to just kind of see.
That's the opposite side of the, you playing with college students.
It's so well, I would play these 13-year-olds or whatever, these 7 to 9-year-olds there. But then in America, I was the young one playing these older people who are a similar level sometimes in the local Peoria tournaments, right? So it's all really interesting to see the range and realize age is not really the factor here. It's the work you put in or whatever.
Mm-hmm. In this second gem, we talk about how Jin's relationship with the game has evolved. We look at her mindset as a young, intense competitor versus her approach to the game now as a mother recovering postpartum. Here's the second gem. Did you feel pressured when you were competing or did you just enjoy it?
It was kind of a mix. So I think I liked winning. So I mean, every kid likes winning. I think if you don't win, not every kid, a lot of kids like winning.
Uh-huh.
And I think I definitely fit into that mold of must win if I'm doing this thing.
Really? You get really competitive?
I was very competitive.
This is interesting because I don't really compete with you on anything, so I haven't seen that side of you. But I think I did one time. No, I don't even think I saw you playing. I think maybe playing casually or I don't know. Something happened in college where I remember some of our mutual friends hushed whispers after seeing you play being oh my gosh, Jin is so good at ping pong. It was a thing that people talked about. But I think I was oh, I didn't get to see. Oh no, she already stopped. And and I missed it. But I remember there was an aura around oh my gosh, Jin is so amazing at ping pong.
That's so funny.
But I've never seen that side of you.
Okay.
Okay, so you get really competitive.
Yeah, I get really competitive. I just like winning. And I think I liked it a little too much when I was growing up. So it was actually not that healthy. I think and also I think my mother also enjoyed winning. If she happened to be there, then she'd be you need to do this differently so that you do better, but also because I had coach, Uncle George as a coach and other people around in that community, they would give me tips here and there too. So it was one of those things where it's just kind of the atmosphere, but it wasn't. I think the only unhealthy bit probably just came from me internally where I just gave myself this strange pressure to do the best, whether I was equipped to do that or not. But that did like kind of drive me to improve over time too.
Did you end up playing in college, like in a team or something?
Yeah, I joined the collegiate team, and that's where I realized how average I truly was. So that was like kind of great. I mean, I think I like over time, because I played with this group of kids my age, I think like getting too competitive is not good for friendships either. So I think I realized I prefer friendships over being really good at stuff. I don't know if that's the right way to frame it, but I prefer friendships to like winning at all costs, if that makes sense.
You care about preserving relationships.
I do care about preserving relationships. So I think I realized like sometimes it's not about getting a win out of a game, or a match. But I think it's like if somebody just wants to practice, it's more useful to like keep the ball in play so that, you can like actually both have fun. Then like that's what I should be doing instead of getting a win in through like, I don't know, a smash or something like that.
So prioritizing fun and the relationship and the experience for both people rather than like you winning later becomes the priority.
Right.
I like that. Well, I'm not very competitive, so I'm like, oh, that sounds more my jam.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 2-person game.
I just want to hang out when I'm playing games with people. I don't really want, I mean, it's nice to win, but I don't care that much. And I just don't have like a very strong, like competitive bone in my body.
I see. Yeah, I think it's so funny because I think I really love winning, but at the same time, I like the process of getting there. So like if like who I'm playing against for whatever, like board game or whatever also enjoys winning, then it's fun in the sense that like I can trash talk, I can like do whatever and I can do all my best to win. And I really don't mind that. But I also don't mind being chill and like just playing to play too.
Yeah, sometimes like some people I play board games with, they get like annoyed because I don't care enough to like actually pay attention to the game. I'm just trying to hang out. And I'm just like, I know you want to play, so sure, I'm going to go to the game night, but mostly I'm just trying to hang out. And so I will forget that it's my turn. I will forget what I did before. I will, not be like that strategic because I'm just trying to like carry on the conversation.
Oh yeah.
Which frustrates some people. I had one of my friends' wives was like, she was kind of annoyed last time we had game night.
Oh no.
Because I was too uncompetitive. So that was hilarious. What's your relationship to ping pong now?
I think my relationship to ping pong has always been really similar, where it's like this very comfortable space to like revisit. And then every time I'm in it, I think I've realized that I'm like staunchly now mostly non-competitive. But then like if I do like play a match to win or play, I really love it when like I'm with somebody and I feel like we are both playing our best ping pong when we're like playing a match with each other. We're trying to outsmart the other person, or we're actually hitting really good shots and then the other person's returning and we're like scrambling or like, whatever. We're like really reaching that like the peak of our own physical limits or whatever, or mental limits to like actually do well within the game. I think that's like the happy spot that I have for ping pong. And I feel like now I've gotten to a place where I can actually find people to play at that space with. So that's really nice.
When you're in that space, well, I've never been in that. I'm not really much of an athlete, right? So I'm like trying to imagine, like, I'm curious, like when you're in that space of both people are doing their best, what does it feel like mentally? Is it like flow? Is it like space-time is slower? Like, these are things I imagine from like, other like sports movies or whatever. Like, do you feel like you're just so focused in the moment that like, that you're super, super present?
Yeah. I mean, I think it is flow, but I think like, so I can just kind of describe like the last time I played ping pong, I have like a standing Thursday ping pong day right now, like in the evenings with a friend I used to work at the same company with. We usually just start out the typical ping pong like routine for starting out, like warming up is like you do a few minutes of forehand, you do a few minutes of backhand. And then like for us, I think I've been like trying to come back postpartum, but we've started like getting into drilling. Right now we're just doing these drills to get my agility back. And I think last time when we were hitting, we started from a drill where initially both of us were just doing awfully and we like would hit out constantly. We could not get past like getting the same pattern in for more than like 5 rounds. And then eventually like I think it took us like 15 minutes and we were starting to do really well. So it's just like one of those things where like, we're starting to do really well. We're increasing the difficulty of like the way the drill is supposed to be played. And we're just like, oh my God, we're doing this. Look at how we're doing. Like, we're just getting better and better. I feel like my body can do this stuff that I didn't think was possible like 15 minutes ago. It's kind of cool. So I think it gets easier over time as you practice too, where you like can kind of just enter that state more easily. But I think like getting back into ping pong has been really nice for that. It's like feeling that flow earlier and earlier the more I like apply myself.
Very cool. Thanks for hanging out with us for these extra gems. If you want more behind the scenes stories like these, make sure to check out the links in the show notes to read my recent blog feature or join our email list. Take care of yourself and your neighbors. With love, Jess.